Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Civ 5. Now I accidentally deleted the save folder because I was working on a project that may or may not be coming out in a few months. Accidentally. So we are starting off from the first episode. It is Turn 0, just found in my city. There was only one episode put out of the old Civ, so it's not too much for you guys to catch up on. I actually had four episodes of like about 15 to 20 minutes recorded, and I lost them all. So there is that, and I was a little bit angry about that, but I'm back. And I actually have a quote of the day. Now the quote of the day, if you guys didn't watch the last video, is basically a quote that I say and talk about, and you guys can tell me what you guys think in the comments down below. But we have an inspirational quote today, and it's by Pele, who was basically the Michael Jordan of soccer for a while. He lived in Brazil and stuff like that. And by the way, everything on this map is the exact same as the old game that we posted one episode of. It's got strategic balance, hard difficulty, all that stuff. It is exactly the same, and if you need that, just go check out the very start of the last video. So, back to the quote. Success is no accident. It is hard work, perseverance, learning, studying, sacrifice, and most of all, love of what you're doing. And he is a very successful person, and I believe we can all learn a little bit from that quote, just because if you love what you do, hopefully you're going to become successful because you're going to keep on working on that. And I'm hoping that's what's going to happen on my YouTube channel. Of course, it's way too early to say anything about that, but I'm just hoping that quote is very true. That's basically what I'm saying. If you disagree, if you think it means something else, or you think I'm going to crash and burn, just let me know down in the comments below. I'm probably not going to listen to you if you think the latter, but, you know, it's always good to share your opinion. Moving on to some news. So I watched the Philip DeFranco show because he's awesome, and I get a lot of my news from there. And he covered basically it's a battery that would fit in the new iPhone 6, or not the new iPhone 6, or the iPhone 6, or the new iPhone 7. And it's basically a battery that, instead of using lithium ions and stuff like that, it's a hydrogen ion battery, and it would fit into the battery spot for the iPhone pretty well. There might have to be some modifications. There might have to be some more vents for stuff getting pushed out of, but it would charge your phone for a week. That would be amazing. I really think that is something that we definitely need, because being tied to a wall, I have an old iPhone 4S, and being tied to a wall because my battery is so bad is absolutely horrible. I hate it. So honestly, having a battery that would last a week would be amazing, and I can't. Oh yeah, I can. So just tell me your thoughts on that if you want, and I just think it's awesome. It's way past how it should be. It should have been done a long time ago. Of course, there are some problems, like would the hydrogen battery burst when it was in pockets or hit. So they haven't really tested it out, but it is. It was created by Intelligent Energy, and their product is basically awesome right now, and hopefully we'll be seeing it a lot more. And this looks like a pretty good spot for a second city. We got some marble and tons of fish and some, land, some regular land. Oh, and some wheat. So I just think that'd be great, and yeah, because it is way past when we should have had these, and that's just your daily. Oop! Just dropped something. That is the daily news segment for you guys. And let's go with discover a new technology. Oh, good, pottery. We finished pottery. Alright, I'm thinking this is a good spot for another city. The only problem would be is there's a lot of mines right here and not a lot of grassland, which might lead to some growing pains, but I think we can deal with it. Moving on. This is the question of the day, and the question of the day is just another way for you guys to interact with me. Of course, you don't have to do any of it, or the quote of the day, talking about the news. It's just stuff that you guys can talk about in the comments below. Ask me my opinion on if I didn't really say it clearly in that episode. But the question of the day is, what is your favorite cookie? I personally love chocolate chip cookies. Ugh, I love them. They're the best type of cookies out there. They're simple, they're amazing, and pretty much anyone can make them, and there's a ton of dough. Easy ways to make the dough, and I just really love it. Can you tell? I think you can probably tell. I'm just thinking of it. Ooh, it's making me hungry. Going to Nugget later. Nugget is a grocery store if you guys don't know. I have tutoring there for AP Lang Comp, which is AP Language and Comp Writing and stuff like that. I have tutoring at Nugget for that, and I think I'm going to get some of their nice baked cookies. They bake literally right above, because there's a second story where like the lounge area is that most places have. Oh, there's another room. It's great. And it's like right above the lounge area, so whenever we're there, they're always like baking something, and it just makes me starving while I'm trying to study and learn from my tutor, who's a great woman and really smart. I have to like get something afterward, because you know you get hungry and you can. I'm in a grocery store, so I have to get something to eat. But please let me know what your favorite type of cookie is. Mine are chocolate chip cookies, and I can't actually wait to go get some. So let's get some culture up in here. And because this looks like a relatively small island and we're not going to have another civilization on it, we're just going to go with not Liberty, but the other one, the one for tradition meant for small empires, which doesn't give the same benefits. This is just kind of like small benefits, as you can see, all that stuff. A lot of capital-based stuff. This is expansion, which is what I usually go for because the Shoshone perks are kind of in that direction, but sometimes, especially because we're playing on a small island, as you can see, there's not a lot of land space here. We're going to go with tradition, which means that having tons of people in the capital would be really beneficial, because if you go down here, there's +1 gold and -1 happiness for every 2 citizens in the capital. That is huge. There's also 10% growth rate and 2+ food and free culture building, all this cool stuff. Awesome. So that's why I chose tradition instead of liberty. So wow, this is a really small island, and as you can tell, we're at the north part. So we're gonna have to like go down and try to find some colonizable islands, because dang, this is not working out. And the project I was working on is not really a project, but this is the one that I accidentally deleted my save file for the Shoshone Large Islands thing to make room for accidentally. I did the quick save and just quick saved over it. I was playing as Spain in a deity kind of game, just because I wanted to see, am I able to win? Am I a good enough player? Because I'm hoping to get some more people on the Civilization game playing with me, and I just think that'd be great. It'd be a ton of fun. I've already got a couple names down, but if you have anyone that you'd like to see, just leave it in the comments below. And I'll ask more once this becomes closer to becoming a reality. Right now, it's just a thought bubble, and I can't really guarantee anything, but I just think it'd be great, and I think you guys would enjoy it a ton. So please, leave a like, or let me know. I'm asking a lot of you guys, just several comments, you know, just lay it out there. I want paragraph form due Tuesday. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, there's not a lot of land. Lhasa. Right, so we're gonna have to rush optics because we do not have room to expand here. Ooh, I'll put it right here. 1, 2, 3. No, I won't. Is that worth it? I don't know. I'm just. It really depends on where I put this city. Because if I put it here, then I can reach the fish. If I can't, it can't, but it reaches down here farther. So I don't know. Once we get a settler out, we'll actually like really think about that. And it also, what are the mods installed, which is a great mod. If you ever play Civ, I just recommend you install it because it saves a lot of time. It's City Limits mod. I'll show you. I showed you the mod, like actual title in the first video, so you know, just go check out the very start of that video if you want to see it. It's great. It's just gives you a area of which your city can grow, which really helps. Really helps when you're trying to put the max, get the max out of it. Yes. Alright, so we've been recording for about 10 minutes now. Got my trusty timer up. And we'll probably cut this at about 15 to 20 minutes. Once again, keeping it short. So just enjoy. Sit back and enjoy for about 10 more minutes. And let's get... building wonders, that's great. That is fantastic. So this gives us a trade route. This just set to explore. We got 3 ruins out of our island, which is pretty good. You usually only get like 2 or 1, especially when you're on a Pangea map and there's other people. But for an island, I've really only seen getting 2. So getting 3 was a great, awesome thing that really has actually allowed us to be pretty much in the same ballpark score-wise than the rest of the civilizations, even though we started off with less. So good on us. And as you can see, we also got grassland, which is the best thing that you can have for city growing. It gives you 3 food when worked, well, other than like some crabs and fish, which give you like can give you up to 5 depending on your perks. But yes, there we go. And there's also hills, so this is a pretty nice capital. I'm looking forward to playing and growing this capital. Of course, we've got some tundra, which isn't the best, but what can you do? Nothing's perfect in life. That's another quote, but not the quote of the day.
Thou shalt.
Ooh, we got horses. That's great. Horses are good, and it's not on a grassland, which is great, because I love having my grassland be farms because it's such a great thing, but if you know, you gotta get the horses. I think everyone knows that. You gotta improve the wonder. So, we're gonna get sailing first so we can also get optics pretty quickly, and also, both of our luxury resources are in the sea. Now, we did not get a lot of luxury resources on this island. We only have 3, which equals about 12 happiness. So, we're probably going to have to outsource some happiness somehow. Oh, wow. As I said, I didn't see these. He just got done exploring. I might have to put another city down right here, because look at all this nice land, horses, cattle, 2 crabs, and some fish. So that might be a place with a 3rd city. You know, you can never have too many cities. A lot of people will start and stop with like the 4 city strat, which basically you get 4 cities and you just tank. But I like having big sprawling empires because it really helps you in a war because you can just mass produce things. It also helps you with science, all this cool stuff. I prefer having a huge empire. So my gameplay is going to reflect that. You guys are going to see me try to branch out, try to get toeholds on other islands and maybe even take them over, but it really just depends on the where and the when. I'm not going to fund or like start or attempt a massive war, probably, but if it's for control of an island or I get attacked, that's when it might happen. That could definitely, you could definitely see that. Alright, so our stick is not pointy. That makes me sad. No, it doesn't. We're on our own island. Who cares? We'll get a pointier stick later. My goal is to get up to at least turn 31 because that's where I got up to last time. Maybe even past that, but at least turn 31. So if we get there and we still got a ton of time, we will keep on going, but that is my goal. That is what we're hopefully going to do. And right now, I have absolutely nothing to do because these guys are working on a farm. These guys are just chilling because they can't explore. And this is working on stuff. Good for them. So, you continue to chill, and let's go next turn. Whew, I love early game Civ. I actually do, though. The early game of Civilization is one of like the most enjoyable things. You're just sitting around, growing your city, getting a ton of population, kind of picking how you want to play the game. So it's really fun, and a lot of games aren't like that. Especially like, forget that I try to give an example. Just a lot of games are like that, or aren't like that, where they have like okay early games, but then the late game is super fun. But for me, I prefer the early game because that's when you're setting up all your cities, growing stuff. You don't really have to worry about war, winning. You just gotta like work on getting a good base and all that cool stuff. So look at us, we are growing. Mosan Khani. So let's check out the demographics. As soon as I click next turn, let's check out the demographics. So we are first in population. That's great. We have actually twice the average, or almost twice the average. Our crop yield is pretty good. Our manufactured good is okay. GNP good. But soldiers' approval and literacy is all pretty bad. So that's expected because they start off with several more techs than us and several settlers. So, you know, that's kind of expected. Oh, wow. So we'll make that. And it is about 15 minutes. You know, we're just going to keep on going. Because I love Civ, and I cannot wait. I love it. Can you tell? Now. And one of the things that I'm probably going to do if I found the city over here is send it food via caravan. Because, you know, it's really useful. I know a lot of people... Actually, let's real quick. A lot of people don't actually do that. They prefer to get the gold, and honestly, I do too. But at the same time, it's like I can't really explain it. It's like having the food and the production sent to your city. You can create a massive mega city, which will basically win you the game in some cases. So we'll definitely be sending food to ourselves. We need to get gold up first, because gold is one of the most important things in creating new cities and stuff. Gold, also part of the reason why you want a big empire is because you can have tons of that. Really, like, it ups your gold, especially if you do it right. And hopefully I'll do it right this time. I can't promise it, but hopefully. And actually, no. I was thinking about founding a city on this little peninsula, but no, that just restricts the amount of land you have. Just restricts. Alright, anyway guys, that is all that I have for today, all the time I have. So please, answer the question of the day, talk to me about the quote, whatever you guys want to talk to me about. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Please like and subscribe this video and subscribe to me, and criticize in the comments below.